Shalom, just coming at you with another quick hit. This lesson is just a quick lesson. The importance of implementing these herbs, so important, especially if you're on this program, because you know what they're doing with this program. They target your Satan targets your organs, right? Liver, heart, and so forth. So the main, and all your mind. So the main thing is detox fasting and so forth, because fasting is a major thing, but this is just going to be basically on the herbs you can implement as a natural detox, right? And to get them chemicals, all the chemicals that are being sprayed, everything out of your system, including the metal as well. So this is going to be a quickie. Check this out. This is Genesis 1 and jump straight to verse 29, right? And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed. So we have every herb bearing seed that we need. Every herb bearing seed, right? Every single herb, right? We have that bearing seed. So what's the herbs? Lemon is a herb. Pepper is a herb, right? Garlic, yeah, that's a herb, right? So there's so many different herbs we can use. Orange, that's herbs. You say it's a fruit, yeah, it's a herb, right? So all these things we can use, right? Which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree of the field, seed to you it shall be for meat. So it's talking about every tree which is for the fruit of a tree yielding the seed to you it shall be for meat. So the meat is fruit, right? That's our meat. It's not that we can't eat meat, chicken, but that's our food, right? But because we live in the Western world, we consume a lot of meat and so forth, right? And this is the spirit right on it as well. Check this out. I wasn't even looking for this. Before we go to it, hold on just a minute. And it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creep on the earth, wherein there is life, I've given every green herb for meat. It says every green herb for meat, as it was so. Right? And God saw everything that it had made, and behold, it was very good. Right? And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. So every green herb for meat. Key thing. Every green herb for meat. So that green herb, broccoli, spinach, kale, you can go on and on. Right? All these different things. Right? Okay. And this is supposed to be implemented when we're eating. Right? Because these things have healing properties as well. Right? So we went to that. See what else we can get. Now let's go to Daniel's 1 and 8. This is when the king appointed him to meat and drink, but Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with a portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Now God had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who have appointed your meat and your drink, and why should he see your face worse likened than the children which are of your sort? Then shall you make me in danger of my head to the king. Then said Daniel to Melchizedek, whom the prince of eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Verse 12, prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat. Pulse is like vegetables, right? And water to drink. So he didn't want the king's meat, he just wanted pulse and water to drink. Then let our countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat, as thou seest still with thy servants. And so he consented to them in this matter, and proved them 10 days. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat of the portion of the king's meat. Whew. right? So again, thus Mousa took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink, and gave them pulse vegetables, and their faces were more fatter, more clearer, and there was like a better countenance. Veg. Now, I'm not a vegetarian, but it wouldn't hurt for 1 week. I know I need to try this, to try to just cut out meat for like a week, right? And so forth, and eat vegetables. All these things help. And yeah, a lot of these vegetables have healing properties, even though we know it's all spliced, but they still have healing properties, right? You got all these trees where I am right now. You're telling me there ain't one or two? There's several trees in here that have proper healing properties. You just need to know what trees they are. Okay, and we're gonna go to Psalms. Then we shut off Psalms 104 and jump straight to verse 14. He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle, and herb for the service of man. The grass to go for the cattle, because they need to what? Feed, right? Right, they need to graze. And the herb for the service of man. Come on now, service. So herbs are for our service, right? That's how we service us. Herbs, that's what they're for, right? To service us, right? So really, doctors, well, some doctors, they tell you to eat a lot of veg, and so that's what you're supposed to be doing. And maybe if you were doing that, you wouldn't need to go to the hospital in the first place. But it's all these sugary type of food, donuts, custard cream cookies, and all them things there. Which nothing's wrong with that every now and then, bro. I like donuts, right? I like chocolate drizzle. But if you're exercising, listen. If you're exercising, then you can eat more sugary foods, but again, you're exercising, so that's different. But if you're just eating these sugary foods and you're not exercising, then it's gonna pile up into fat, because that's what it does, right? It converts carbohydrates, they convert into sugar, and sugar converts into fat, and so forth, right? And that's why it's good to exercise as well. See, this truth is it's an all-round thing, right? You actually have to live it. So even within part of the truth, also with dieting and so forth, all those things have to change as well. The way you're eating, right? Even that, just making life changes in that itself is a big thing. Okay? That he may bring forth food out of the earth. So the food comes from the earth. Natural food. Organic. Right? There's some people could organic. That comes from what? The earth. Right? It comes from the earth. I heard Dr. Sebi, there's a few things I disagree with Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi said a potato ain't natural. No, a potato is natural. A potato's from the earth, right? Yeah, it's starchy, but carrots, they're natural. So there's a few things I disagree with some of these people that say certain things, right? But a carrot is natural. Okay. Oh my God, you got this dark now. Right? But it's natural, right? Anything that comes from the earth it's natural. Okay. So we got that. Service of man, he bringeth forth food out of the earth, and wine that maketh glad the heart of man, and oil to make a man's face shine, and bread which strengthens man's heart. Nothing's wrong with eating bread, right? It's what type of bread are you eating, and how much are you eating? Bread is lovely at times. Pita bread, brown bread, right? Pita bread, that's one of the best breads. And that's what pita bread, okay, and so forth. Right? A little bit of it, because what did we think we were having in Jerusalem? It was pita bread, right? You put it in the stove, have that flour, knead it, right? And it would taste delicious. Like, nothing's wrong with that. But it's just a balance in what you're eating, right? So I'm going to shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying, because dieting is very, very important. They do say health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. You got people that have food, right? Bad dietary and so forth, and their health is all jacked up, right? And they can't enjoy nothing, just because of what they eat. Right? Like I said, you're gonna treat yourself to a donut. Well, make sure you're exercising. Make sure you're doing something to cover that. Right? You like a pizza every now and then. Right? Well, make sure you're doing something to cover that. Right? Okay. Everything in moderation. Right? Everything in moderation. Okay, because even if you eat too much greens, that can make you sick, believe it or not. You eat too much vegetables, that bring something called lactic acid. Right? So everything in balance. I hope this was edifying, and until the next time. Shalom.